Test. We all hooked up correctly. Where are you getting blueprints? There we go. Blueprints and sound. That's me talk. That's game talk. That's good words. Let me check. And sound. That's me talk. Good. All right. Did it. We're streaming. Sorry about the delay. I was making myself some tea. We got some peppermint tea. My little bear infuser, I guess. And a Philly Christmas Village mug. Thought I'd bring that out. It's a great mug, but it gets so hot. You have to hold the handle or you will burn yourself. It just really heats up. Hey YouTube. Welcome back to Blueprints. Last time we played, I believe, won? Not that this is really a game you can win. I mean, it literally presented us with the choice of this journey never ends, and I don't remember what the other option was, but it was essentially like, I am happy with this being a conclusion. And we got to read the book, The Blueprints, which was awesome. Huge fan of that. So we still have some loose ends to tie up. Specifically, this, like, cryptograph thing. Let me have this hooked up properly. Yeah. This bad boy. Gotta figure out what in the world is going on with this. We have a couple of blue tents left. Not that I think we actually need to do these, but the spare room, which I don't think we can do, and the remaining classrooms. Again, I think that'll just be like because I'm a completionist, and I want 100% the game. Treasure Trove memos are still showing up. We are at 29 of them, and we're still getting new ones, so I really thought I'd be done with those by now, but we are not. So maybe we'll try and finish those at some point. The cryptograph is the main thing we want to do. I'm gonna just move that to number 1, because that is like our only real goal at the moment. We have this theory about getting a treasure map to the bedroom. I don't know. I'm really weirded out by this note because it seemed like such a the way it was presented in the New Clue original manuscript was like, oh wow, this is absolutely a thing. Like the little X under the bed felt so clearly like an indicator we should try that. But now we're like really approaching what I would consider completing the game, and there's nothing it feels like we're missing. Like, I can't imagine this is the start of a new puzzle. We have this from one of the Blue Tents memos. The car license plate is an anagram, or an acronym. I have no idea what to do with that. We still want to try monking a couple places. I'm still pretty convinced there's something up with the secret passage. Tunnel, I'm feeling less certain about being something interesting. Room 8, I feel like it has to be something. We saw in a Alzara vision, I think we saw the Room 8 artwork, the big infinity symbol with the nails in it, like underground somewhere, so that's what I'm thinking. This I can move to, I'm gonna just move this to like our miscellaneous tab. I've been filling in the names as I go back and edit my videos and I discover them. I think we just need Vea now. So I'm going to go ahead and move this to our miscellaneous. It's not really a goal anymore. It's just some information we're keeping track of for completionist's sake. Treasure map to the pool in the bedroom. Yeah, I no longer think we need to bring the treasure map to the pool anymore. I imagine that was just a red herring. I don't know what the heck that was about. Did I screenshot it? I can't remember if I screenshotted it. There was that... There were those, like, pipes under the ground in the pool. Yeah, this. And also this, is that a... 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4x4 grid. We've seen 4x4 grids around, but never put anything together with them. So I don't know, I'm pretty starting to feel like that's nothing. This, I don't know, we'll just get to this when we get to it. Yeah, still haven't really tried that, and this is like such a barely matters thing. Okay, so really, our main goal is actually getting this done. What I wanted to talk about here at the beginning is, like I said, we've essentially completed the game. I imagine there is, you know, like, whatever we're gonna discover with this cryptograph will probably be some kind of, like, family history thing. Like, it's Lady Orave, which was Herbert's grandmother, if I'm remembering correctly. She was the one who, like, purchased Mount Holly. The deed in room 46 is like from Sir Arthur Clementine to Lady Orvi or something. So I imagine whatever is hidden behind this cipher that was written by her will be like some family history that kind of wraps up some missing loose ends in the lore for us. And I imagine that is like the end of the game. But theoretically, we are done. I would like to completely ball out from a completionist perspective on this and just literally do everything there is to do. I want to cross off everything in our goals list. I want to get all the trophies, etc. But once we've completed this cryptograph thing, I think we're going to be taking a little break from Blueprints. Not necessarily a break, but I'll play maybe every other week or something, and I'm going to start making, well, I've still got probably 2 months of videos to make on this game. But we will start, I think, Return of the Obra Dinn is going to be the next game. I've got a couple other games lined up, but I think that's the one I want to do next. So that's going to be the goal. We'll see if we can get this cryptograph done today. If we can't, then we'll be streaming it again next week, you know? But let's go ahead and day 102, let me just verify my recordings are happening properly. They sure are. Good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hit start here, just so we can get into it. But I spent the last, like, 45 minutes before stream started, reading the Wikipedia page on cryptography, trying to get some ideas for myself as to how we're going to handle this thing, and I have some theories. I also spent a lot of time, like just the past week since we last played, thinking about how I want to handle this, because we ended last week's stream, like, just staring at this grid of 4, like, what in the hell am I going to do with this thing? I don't even know where to start. Ooh, that's hot. Hot tea. But I spent a lot of the past week thinking about it, and then, you know, an hour before this, just looking over the Wikipedia page on cryptography, and I've got some ideas. First off, I want to try just shifting letters, probably by 8, if I had to guess. Shift all the letters in this over by 8 one direction. That's one of my first theories. And then one of my other theories is that we can kind of substitute numbers for some of these words. Maybe some of these words. How would that work? I don't know. A lot of cryptographs function off of like in this case, K is 3. You're just shifting by 3. But a lot of cryptographs function based off of like a certain value assigned to each letter or word or something. And then you can do math with those letters to end up, or words. You can do math with those numbers, and then sorry, I'm not describing this well. You assign values to either letters or words. You do some mathematical function to those numbers, and then you turn those numbers back into letters or words, and you get a new message. So I'm thinking it's going to be one of those two things. But step 1 today is going to be drafting just a bunch of rooms and looking at details in rooms, just random rooms. We're going to just try random stuff and look for details that we've missed, look over things that we don't normally look at, and just see if there's any indicator of what to do about this. Specifically, we want to look for anything related to Lady Orave, or anything related to letters and words. So why don't we go ahead and just look at the directory. Old stuff, like the Foundation, is interesting, though the Foundation we've explored very thoroughly. I'd be surprised if there's something hidden in there. Anything related to Lady Orave would be like, I think... no, I'm confusing her with Clara right now. What is the description on the study? I think the study... Oh, okay. Wait, am I thinking of the drafting studio? Drafting studio. Okay, this is what I thought. This is the one that Herbert spent a lot of time in, planning out new floor plans. But the study, okay, after the passing of Baroness Orave, her private study was claimed by her eldest son, Herbert Sinclair. For years, he immersed himself... Sorry, I still have a bit of this cough. For years, he immersed himself in the countless notebooks she left behind, drawing inspiration. Okay, wow. Yeah, we gotta go here. I was thinking that this was Clara. You know what? I think in the past, many times I have read the description of the study, thinking it was referring to Clara, but it's pretty clearly Baroness Orave, her mother? I gotta look at my family tree again. I've actually kind of forgotten. This always seems to evade me. We got, yeah, Baroness Orave. Oh, that would be Clara's mother-in-law. Okay, Clara's mother was Lady Ashlyn. Right, there's a picture of her in her ladyship's chamber. And, okay, this is what I'm always mixing up. Her ladyship was Clara Epson, but the Baroness was Lady Oreve. Okay. So that's what I'm always mixing up with who's who. So let's see. Sorry, one sec. Alright, so after the passing of the Baroness Oreve, her private study was claimed by her eldest son Herbert. For years, he immersed himself in the countless notebooks she left behind, drawing inspiration from her discarded ideas. From mechanical puzzles to architectural blueprints, each endeavor he pursued in this room was realized in the shade of her creative legacy. Wow. Yeah, that seems like a room we have to go to. I'd be surprised if there isn't something of use there. So, we said the foundation just because it's old. Maybe roommate or the attic will have something for us. I think there's an old painting of... Oh, it's an old woman. I can't remember who it is, though. Study, maybe the library. Maybe. Drafting studio, possibly, though it sounds like this was Herbert's, where he spent most of his time, not Lady Oreve. But maybe there will be some notes, maybe there will be something he left behind while he was working on this cryptograph. So we'll check out the study, the drafting studio. Maybe this, but I don't think so. Because this is just of your grandmother, Lady Epson. Yeah. Doesn't say anything about Lady Oreve. Doubt any of the hallways matter. The West Wing Hall is closed since Lady Epson. Yeah, okay. So the study, I think everything else is referring, like, anything that says, like, her lady or her ladyships is, like, referring to Clara Epson, not to Lady Oreve. As far as I can tell, the only reference to Lady Oreve we've seen is the study. I'm also remembering there's an old news article on the wall in the bookshop that I read a long time ago, but don't remember what it's about. Maybe I'll have to check that out again. I guess we could go through the archives again as well. It's not unlikely there's something for us in the classrooms, especially since we're talking about words and numbers. Oh, interesting. Maybe one of the... either the language classes or one of the math classes will have a hidden meaning. Maybe we need to use some of the billiard rules in solving the cryptograph. Some of the billiard rules. The thing is, the billiard rules apply to math. We are trying to figure out how to get numbers out of letters. Well, that's what we're trying to do. We don't even know if that's right. I mean, it could just be as simple as shifting the letters over, like I said. That was like the first thing I thought of. Where did we even... Wasn't there something about her asking for help with this? Yeah. Cryptograph left behind by Herbert's mother, Lady Oreve, left to Simon, couldn't solve it. Herbert found it, solved it. Lady Oreve read a letter to a local professor requesting additional material for use in the creation of cryptograph. Right. And we assumed that what the professor gave back to her was information on numeric coring. I think that's what we figured out at the end of last stream. Was there I can't remember. Maybe, was there anything to this? Oh, right. This little piece of paper. Yeah. Okay. Wow, I'm remembering. There's this piece of paper, a second sheet of paper behind it, but the one in front of it, which I unfortunately did not screenshot, says, like, to Lady Orvai, or from Professor whatever, or something. Like, there was something indicating that this was the professor's response. Which is very interesting, because numeric cores take any number with 4 or more digits without changing the sequence, split that number. Okay, yeah, but we have 5 words, not 4 words. I was thinking maybe each line of this is part of a numeric core. But it's 5. Oh, but every word is 4 letters. Every word is 4 letters. Signage a different color. Yeah, but it can't be asking us to core 25 words. I mean, that's assuming we can even figure out what number each letter corresponds to or something. Unless it's as simple as, like, A is 1, B is 2. Okay, you know what? We're making a lot of assumptions here. Before I go down that path of just attempting something I've thought of, let's look for some evidence somewhere in the house, like I was saying. Let's try and find a study, a drafting studio, a classroom, maybe a dorm on the off chance, like, there's some of the professor's notes in there. And then, wow, you know what? Maybe one of the later treasure trove memos is gonna apply to this, actually. Oh, wow. That hadn't occurred to me. Man, what if, like, the friggin' 35th treasure trove memo. What are we on? What did I say I was on? 29? On 29? Yeah, what if, like, one of the later treasure trove memos... I mean, I think I'm on the later treasure trove memos. What if one of the later treasure trove memos is a hint about this cryptograph? That'd be interesting. Throne Tunnel Conservatory. Lost and found closed exhibit. Okay. I think what we've come up with is just study, drafting studio, classroom, treasure trove. Archives. I did want to check out the archives. Alright, we'll go with that list, and we'll see if we can find anything that seems relevant to a cryptograph, or just anything relevant to translating letters or words to other letters or words or numbers. Wow, what a broad statement. Anything that feels relevant to translating letters or words to other letters or words or numbers. Oh, that's where we're at. Okay. And also, maybe... No, not the root cellar. The hovel. The hovel where Denny Ravane was crashing. No, because I was going to say maybe he was working on this, but he wasn't. He was just working on getting to room 46. So the only person that was working on this was, like, Simon and then Herbert. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to... Maybe the office. We'll have to go through, like, all of Herbert's stuff. These are all rooms we've explored pretty thoroughly. Alright. Alright, I'm going to stop yapping. Let's see if we can get a couple ivory dye. Maybe get a schoolhouse, because we want to find a bunch of classrooms. And just start looking for those rooms that we've listed there. As usual, we are 29 minutes into this stream, and I'm just starting to draft. So much theory crafting, but that's kind of the point of the game we're at. Pick up some of those rooms I listed, and see if we can't find anything relevant. Ooh, what if it has to do with the fruit? apples to 2, bananas to 3, oranges to 5. Oh good, I didn't miss much. Oh, you did. I literally just started drafting a half an hour in, but I spent a half an hour talking about my theories on how to solve this cryptograph. I'll give you a very, very short recap. So that you don't have to go rewatch the full half hour. You're here for 30 minutes? Okay, cool. Well, I spent about an hour before stream combing through the Wikipedia page on cryptography, looking at various different, like, basic types of ciphers and stuff. And my theory at the moment is that I need to either figure out how many letters these are all shifted by, either the whole word or letters individually, or that somehow these all translate to numbers, and then I have to do some sort of math on those numbers, and then turn those numbers back into words or letters. And then I remembered that this was sent to Lady Orave from a professor when she asked for additional materials, so I think there's going to be something to do with coring, and I think somehow, because these are 4 letters each, these are going to need to be cored, but that seems extreme to me. So before I go down that path of just attempting that, because that seems crazy, I went through the room directory and picked out some rooms that seemed relevant, like the study is all about, apparently she spent a ton of time here, so I want to look through the study, the drafting studio, the classrooms, the archives. I want to go through some of those rooms and just look for any details that might help with how I'm supposed to do this. But that's my current theory. That's what you missed. That's the 2-minute recap of a half an hour of talking about it. So as I was saying, this is kind of interesting. Maybe something to do with the way fruits translate to steps. An apple is worth 2 steps, bananas are worth 3, oranges are worth 5. Maybe like the letters in them add up to that number. If these were 4-letter words, I'd be much more inclined to think that it was related to this, but apples is 6 letters. Like, I don't know how I'd be using this. And there's not enough fruit. There's not enough fruit to even set up equations where you could solve for each letter. Like, I'd need like 5 more fruits. But apples is like red 2, yellow 3, orange 5. I'm gonna start a new page in my notes just to write down all the things I think of. Right now we have red, apple, 2, yellow, banana, 3, and orange, orange, 5. I'm gonna just start writing down anything that could potentially be relevant, and hopefully eventually something sticks. Eventually something we find actually seems to have some meaning. Wow, workshop is like nearly useless to us these days, unfortunately. Do we still banner the king? We do. The only things I really want to find are blue rooms. I'm not gonna select it. I don't want to prioritize any room type at the moment, I don't think. Apples are extra delicious. Yeah, now apples are worth 5. I don't think that actually changes anything for us. How does the spiral stars work? We get gems and keys equal to the rank we've reached. We get gold equal to what day it is. And we lose 2 stars. Oh, and we lose steps equal to what rank we've reached. 3 times what rank we've reached. Alright, Alright, I'm just gonna click on it. Alright, and we're starting to work on the next stage. If you have less than something. Okay. I wonder if it's going to be some kind of recovery mechanic for steps. If you have less than X steps, gain them back or something. Oh, this is a terrible location, but we did want to go to the classroom. We wanted to go to classrooms, right? We're trying to get ivory dye to get a schoolhouse. Because I doubt classroom 1 has anything for us. Interesting, all of the red is a 2 out of 12. All of the red is a 2 again. Is that a coincidence that Apple red 2 and then all of these reds and he got a 2? Is there any other color to number conversion here? I've also never noticed that he wrote the D is the only thing he wrote lowercase. Why? Is that a pattern? Oh god. This cryptograph is gonna break me, isn't it? Oh man, this thing's gonna break me. This is gonna I am gonna look for patterns in literally so many things that there is no pattern to. Like, why did he write this D lowercase? Because he's a freaking kid, and kids are dumb. That's why. This isn't... This can't be part of a cryptograph. I can't be investing myself in lowercase letters written by children. Unless I can. I don't know. Please don't laugh at me. I'm trying my best. 10 out of 12. What's wrong here? This should be purple, and this should be orange. That's what's wrong. But everything else is right, and it adds up to 12. I think it's a pure coincidence that all of the red stuff is adding up to 2 here. I mean, maybe not coincidence, but I think it's... maybe it's just themed that way because the developers of the game love theming. But that can't be relevant to the cryptograph, can it? I mean, this whole classroom is about colors. But how would colors apply to this? Like, I don't think any of these words are colors. Unless we're supposed to, like, pigs are pink, sand is yellow, mail doesn't have a color. Like, what color is road? What color is hand, you know? I don't see how colors apply to those. I think I'm just inferring colors from this. What else? I think we're gonna need to get some higher level classrooms. I'd be pretty surprised. I mean, they do have colors assigned to this. Yellow, red, blue, yellow, blue, red. Oh, it's not the same order. Yellow, blue, red, blue, yellow, blue, red, yellow, blue, yellow. Okay. Doesn't seem to be an order there, but... oh yeah, but one of them's blue, and none of our fruit are blue. Apple, banana, orange. Like, we could assume A is 3 and B is 2 because banana and apple. Which is ironic because apple starts with A, but apple's the red one, and banana starts with B, but it's the yellow one. Oh man, this is gonna break me. This is gonna break me for sure. I mean, it seems intentional that these have colors, though. And these have colors in every classroom, not just the classroom that teaches colors. What about the numbers? The numbers... Oh man, the numbers don't line up with our theory at all. Oh, well, they do partially. Well, only tiny bit. Apple 2 is red, but 3 is blue, and so is 5. So that doesn't line up with that. Yellow, red, blue, yellow, blue, red. Yellow, blue, red, blue. I mean, does the color yellow, red, blue, yellow, blue, red, 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 starting with G is yellow, blue, red, blue, yellow, blue, red, blue. Okay, I mean, those follow the same pattern, but is that intentional? Everything's intentional. Okay, I mean, this kind of supports my theory of just substituting numbers for letters. Just straight up. A is 1, B is 2. You know, that's kind of like... interesting. Okay, when that theory first came to me, I thought that's like baby's first cryptograph, you know? Like, that's too easy for that to be the final puzzle of this game. A to B, B to C. Or A to 1, B to 2, C to 3. But then I also, when I had the theory that numeric coring every single word was too hard, like, I discounted that idea because I was like, that's crazy, that would take so long, that's so much work. But that kind of works out, because if the first step is so easy and the second step is so hard, like, it's kind of balanced in that way. Oh boy. I mean, okay, so let's just run with that idea theoretically. I'm not going to actually try it now, but just in theory, we assign different numbers to each letter. Let's just literally purely theoretical here. P is, I don't know, 12, I is 8, G is 6, I don't know, I can't remember what is what, and S is 14 or whatever. I would core this, which is like plus minus times divide. 12 is always plus. Okay, so I mean, theoretically we would need, what kind of numbers are we getting? I mean, I doubt we're getting anything over like 50. Let's just say this one ends up being like 20. You get a number that's like 20. Okay, so we say this section is 20. This first word, 20. And this one's 8 and this one's 5. Like, what do we do with that now? Now we've just got a whole series of numbers, and they are in a grid of 5 by 5. They're not in a grid of 4 by 4 or anything, so it's not like we can then core those numbers. We've just ended up with a 5 by 5 grid of numbers, and what do we do with those numbers? By 5 grid of numbers. This is what we were running up against last time we played. 5 by 5 grids are not a thing in this game. There's nowhere else in the game that's a 5 by 5 grid. I was gonna say there's like, the house is 5 across. If you exclude the top 2 rows and bottom 2 rows, you have a 5 by 5 grid in the middle. Oh, that'd be utterly insane. I just had a crazy thought. this would be utterly insane. I think this is so insane, there's no way this is right. But exclude the top 2 rows and the bottom 2 rows. We have a 5x5 grid here. What if we fill out this whole thing, getting like 20, 15, 9, whatever, and then we have to draft in that, this is so insane. This can't be right. We have to draft in the house the room that corresponds with that number in that slot. I don't, there's no way. There's no freaking way. That would be utterly insane. Also, all of rooms 1 through 46 are blue, so you could only draft blue rooms in the center. That's too insane. That'd be really cool, but that can't be right. Okay. I think right now, our, like, leading theory... Hey, Joe, for some reason my mic keeps showing that it's, like, peaking. Am I really loud or something? I wonder if I might have accidentally bumped my gain dial. Is the volume of my voice okay? You there? Joseph seems normal to me. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Weird. I guess I was just getting overly excited and talking loud. I think that's too insane. I think that is too insane to be right. So let's go try and draft a study. Let's draft the remaining rooms that we talked about drafting. Look for more clues. And then if we don't find anything, maybe we'll attempt this idea we've come up with and just see what numbers we get. Like maybe we notice a pattern to the numbers we get. I'm gonna just delete this because that doesn't mean anything. Maybe we'll notice a pattern to these numbers and be able to do something with that. But at the moment, that doesn't seem good enough to go on to me. So let's go draft some more rooms, look for at least a study, and see what we can get from there. This is awful. Honestly, I'm gonna spend a star to get rid of this. Not a whole lot better, but take it. Spare coin, thank you very much. You. How do I do you again? Right. 15 minus 13 is 2, times 3 is 6. Why does that seem so easy? 20 minus 10 is 10. Times 2 is 20, divided by 4 is 5. Why is this so easy? 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 times 10 is 80. Divided by 8 is 10. Why was that like a day 1 billiard puzzle difficulty? Do the billiard puzzles only go up to 100 and we've looped or something? Okay, now we gotta find a parlor and see if our parlors are super easy too. Ooh, some more color translation? Is red gonna be ball number 2? Oh, what the fuck? Red is 3? Okay. Alright, this theory's been thoroughly debunked. Red is 3 on the billiards table. We've got no support from billiards. That... yeah. Huh. The 8 ball being black is really cool, because 8, like, represents death and, like, Draxus and stuff. That's so cool. That's one of those things that I think the developers were, like, planning out this game, and they had decided to put in a billiard room, and they're like, holy crap, it works out perfectly. The 8 ball is black. Like, they couldn't have done that on purpose, you know, the 8 ball just is black. But I'm sure while developing this game, they ran into a lot of cases of like, oh, holy shit, we could make this so cool. Add more theming. Okay, these blue diamonds are the same diamonds that are in the rumpus room. That's interesting. It's weird that there are diamonds in both those rooms and neither of them seem to be a Kororika core. Very odd. Seems out of place. Alright, office, I need you to face the other way, buddy. Because I do need to take the office today. Go corridor and just hope for a triple-doored room here. We're getting very unlucky on room drafting. A second observatory because we chamber of mirrored our observatory. Yeah, that was an awesome choice. That room has become exceptionally good with the addition of the spiral of stars. Oh, I should have taken that Geist bedroom. Damn it, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I'm trying to get Ivory Dye to go find a schoolhouse. We should... Parlor will show up again. I wanna check out if the parlor puzzles have gotten easy too. But I always want to try and find a conservatory. Although, I don't know, conservatory kind of matters less now that I don't think we're really even... I'm thinking bunk room because that's where Simon and Herbert spend a lot of their time. Now that we're not even, like, we don't really have, like, drafting puzzles to solve anymore. Although, we do still have to do the drafting sweepstakes, the 20 dead ends. Oh, man. Yeah, we do still have to do that. I'm thinking the bunk room, but they were always kids at that point. Like, Simon wouldn't have even inherited the cryptograph yet. Study. Okay. Excellent. So this was Baroness Orovai's, like, personal drafting room or whatever. Her private study. Oh, I guess it doesn't say drafting room. I guess a study, what is the difference between a study and an office? Herbert Sinclair. For years, he immersed himself in the countless notebooks she left behind, drawing inspiration from her discarded ideas. From mechanical puzzles to architectural blueprints, each endeavor he pursued in this room was realized in the shade of her creative legacy. Okay, this is a lot less about her than I'd thought. Didn't I have a theory at some point that Lady Orovai was something Yena Jai? Like, we read that in the archives. We found an old note about a royal baby being born or something. I'm just thinking the queen, in reference to Lady Orovai, is kind of interesting. Like, it's an implication that she's the queen, but there's also a queen... Oh, there's also a queen in Her Ladyship's chamber. And they can't both be the same. Like, Clara Epson and Lady Orovai can't both be the royal baby that was born or whatever. Okay, let's see. So, this is all going to be about the picture puzzle. Is there some way... Is there some way we can use this, like, whole missing letter thing to apply to this? If there was, like, a second copy of this and we could see the difference between them, that'd be one way to do it, but pigs, I don't think is going to be one letter different from anything. Yeah, like rock, there's no way rock is one letter different from any of these. Road. Oh, it's one letter different from road. Okay, what about like safe? Safe. Date is 2 letters different. Safe. Vase. Vase and safe are 1 letter different. Maid. Maid. And mail. Oh, wow. We could potentially have a bunch of things that are 1 letter different. Okay, so before I go too far down that, what would it mean? Like, vase and safe are one letter different. Maybe that makes this an F and this a V. Maybe the letter that's different goes in that column. This would become an F, this would become a V. We said rock would become an A and road would become a C. So maybe we'd spell out something different. Oh boy. Okay, let me try it. Insert table. We need a 5x5 table. So I said U or F. It seems unlikely. Rock and road are two letters different. Rock and road are two letters difference. Oh. Yeah, they sure are. Thank you. Okay, good. Nailed that. Rock and road are two letters different. Okay, I thought this seems pretty unlikely. I mean, maid and male. This would be an L. And this would be a D. This seems pretty unlikely, but I just want to roll with it and see if anything comes of it. Sand and hand. Okay, this would be an H. This would be an S. Toad and road. Okay, maybe this is possible. Oh wait, T R. Okay, but pigs. Pigs is the main one I'm concerned about. Pigs. Be back in an hour. Alright, well, hopefully I've got this solved by the time you're back. Pigs. Pigs is my main concern because it doesn't seem close enough to any of the other words. Pigs. Because I don't think there's any other G's anywhere. Sand, male, date, head, clam, peak, sand, Joya, well. Oh, legs. Pigs and legs are two letters different. Yeah, so it can't be that one. I think that's the only other G. Yeah, that's the only other G. Okay. So G is probably the different letter. Is there anything else with PIS? PIS. There's no other words with PIS. Okay. I don't think this is it. I'm gonna keep this for now. One letter difference between words. I think this is nothing, but I'm gonna keep it in case it does turn out to be something. Let's look around this room some more, see if anything else comes up. Ask Anne if we can commission new artwork. Yeah, this is just all hints. A pair for each room. Maybe what I'm thinking, I'm likely delusional. Yeah, these are all hints about the picture puzzle. What is this room? Tag and stag, so this room is an S. That doesn't... How would that relate to our grid? Okay. Alright, so the study kind of gave us an idea. I think we're going to continue drafting, try and hit the couple other rooms we thought of. Particularly the archives, the office, and the drafting studio. See if we can hit those. As soon as we get some ivory dye, we'll go grab a schoolhouse and hit some higher level classrooms, but I'm still feeling a little lost. I have ideas of what it could be. Here's some ivory dye. I have ideas of what it could be, but all those ideas feel stretchy. They feel like I'm kind of imposing what I'd like it to be, or like I'm trying to make what I've thought of work, more than they feel like the game is leading me there. So we'll do a little more drafting, and then maybe we'll just attempt the numeric coring thing and just see if we can make that work. But I want to just look for more clues before I go too far down either path. I don't want to spend like a half an hour working on some idea of cryptography that I've thought up, that I've conjured, that isn't accurate. There's our schoolhouse. Okay. So we want like a math class, or I can't imagine Erasion helps at all. I should read this again. I wonder if we can find Clara's name in any of the classroom worksheets. Who wrote this? Who is this written by? I don't know who this is written by, actually. There's a lot of good information in here, but I don't know who it's written by. Alright. And then we've got this within a timely manner. I don't know what to do with that either still. Okay. Well, we've got our classrooms. Let's go hunt down some higher grades. And I can't imagine Erasion. I can't imagine Erasion helps us. None of the words in our little grid, in our little cryptograph grid, are particularly close to Erasion words. There's too many consonants. Erasion loves vowels. Maybe one of the math classes will help us. There's a classroom facing the wrong way. Just take a lab. Set up an experiment. See if we can get an experiment that just helps us with what we're trying to do today. Eat an apple. Cool. Yeah, we'll have tons of apples. Oh, I'd love to. Maybe we should do eat an apple, stock your pantry with fruit, and see if it's recursive. I mean, these are both more helpful, but I want to try this. I just want to see if it's recursive. And you know what? We haven't checked staff announcements in a little bit. Right, okay. This is a hint. This is a hint for the castle puzzle. I remember when Mr. Nagula first discovered the letters on the statue in the cloister. He thought they were graffiti and attempted to scrub them off. I had to gently inform them that random letters or randomly missing letters found under the Baron's watch should not be considered out of place. Interesting. I assumed all of the random letters around the house were part of Herbert setting up the house for our arrival. But apparently, all of the random letters around the house were already here when Robert Nagula was hired. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, did we eat our apple back in the classroom? Probably. But we'll just be on the lookout for more of them. Oh, archives. God, it is one of the ones I wanted to take. But it's just gonna make finding classrooms so much harder. I'll take the archives later if I see it. If I see it later, I'll take it, but I don't want to take it right now and just... Also, it just seems like a stretch that it's going to be relevant. Well, I don't know. That's kind of what we're looking for. We're looking for anything that might be relevant at all, but I just don't want to deal with its effect right now. We did say we wanted to check the library, and it's rare, so it probably won't show up again, so I'm happy to take it right now. Although, what we wanted to look at in the library, I don't know, because... These... There's still nothing on these, which seems crazy. None of these books are readable. Unless there's like a pattern to the colors in them. I'm still looking for patterns in everything. Yeah. What book did we check out? Swimbird. Well, we've checked it out 4 times. Detective Bon Margel even... Margel even checked it out. I just had a theory that maybe some of Mary's books can give us a hint, but Mary and Lady Orvai are like kind of entirely separate stories. I was thinking maybe Mary would have left us hints in one of her books, but I can't see why she would have done that. Mary's whole focus was on like tearing down the regime and bringing truth, bringing the truth of, I don't know, bringing the light back to Arinda Ares. So yeah, I don't see how she would be involved at all in this whole cryptograph thing. But I do want to reread this book with like her history in mind. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That's what they say when looking at me. You're not a seabird, you're not a swim bird. You are friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me, and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, getting chills, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Ah, the chills. Oh my god, literally, I have goosebumps on my arm. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I have goosebumps all up my arm. This book's amazing. As with everything written by Mary, it's amazing. I also noticed the other birds are red, Fanaries, yellow, Arch Aries, green, Nuance. The other nations that allied with Fanaries in the 22-year war. The only thing that would be better is if her bird was black for Arindia. But this whole book is about, I'm a dare bird, I dive, diving so deep, this is not a dare, like, I'm willing to try anything. My friends aren't very open. They like to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Her friends are saying, like, hey, conform. Be a normal bird, you know? And this is her saying, like, I'm not going to conform to the Fanaries regime. I'm going to be me. It's so well written. And just like with Red Prince, the, like, lightly hidden political associations of the colors of the birds are brilliant. So smart. Alright, well, I guess unless we can find some kind of pattern to the colors of these books, or notice some book that we've never noticed before, I don't see the library being helpful. I'm really struggling to... Why those birds look so mean? Hi, Em. So nice of you to come hang out. You literally just missed Joe. He just popped into a work meeting. Why those birds look so mean? That's because they're being mean. They're being mean birds. This book, Swimbird, was a book written by our mom, the children's book artist or author. And it's a book about being who you are, about not conforming to what your friends say. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There's not a dare I would not do, there's not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That's what they say when looking at me. You're not a seabird, you're not a swim bird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. I know you haven't seen much of the writing in this game, but the writing is always beautiful like this. It's just this beautiful, rhyming, fantastic message. And this book is also political commentary in the universe of Blue Prince, which is why it's so brilliant. But sorry the birds are being mean. I know that's the part you're upset about. We're looking for patterns. I'm not seeing anything here. I guess we'll check these books real quick, but none of these things we're looking at right now. TY for the explanation, of course. I'm currently attempting to solve an incredibly complex cryptograph. We have these series of words that mean something else that I'm trying to figure out, and I have no idea where to even start, so we're currently just walking around the entire manor trying to find hints that might apply to that cryptograph. But that's a good timing, because I don't think you'll be interested in that, but good timing that you popped in right as I was reading a book that I thought you would like. I'm gonna just breeze through these real quick, because I'd be really surprised if these books that are like essentially our statistics have anything relevant to Lady Orave or this cryptograph in any way. Because these are all also just like, these are all information that changes over time. And I can't see a way in which any of the information about our statistics that change as we play would be relevant to this puzzle. In fact, I'm almost positive it can't. Wow, we've drafted exactly 3,000 rooms. That's really cool. That's a pretty cool little stat. Yeah, okay. I don't see anything in here. I think maybe we're gonna have to we're gonna finish drafting some classrooms, and then we're probably gonna just roll with our two current theories for what kind of cryptograph this is, and see if we get anywhere with those. So I'm gonna just speed draft classrooms, see if I can get hopefully all 8 of them, and just look for any details. And if we don't find any, we'll just start pursuing the ideas we've got right now. So speaking of classroom, this one is perfect. Grade 2, I believe, is math, but all of this math is math we understand. This is just the basic colors of Blue Prince math. We will stock our pantry up. And I'm curious, maybe actually the colors change from room to room. It was yellow, red, blue, red. No, the colors have stayed the same too. Yellow, red, blue, red. Okay, I was thinking maybe there'd be a difference from classroom to classroom, and there'd be a pattern to that difference, and we'd be able to put together those patterns in a way that would tell us what to do with the numbers that we get from transcribing the letters to numbers, but I don't think we're going to get anything out of that. Yeah, honestly, I'm slowly running out of ideas as the classrooms aren't meaning anything new to us. These colors and numbers all being the same is upsetting. I thought I had something there, but we'll continue, and maybe the higher level math or Arajan will teach us something. I need you to face the other way, please. I guess I could just take it facing this way and then roll for another one there and then just head out that way. Yeah, why don't we do that? May as well. Grab you, and we're gonna stock our pantry some more. Oh, I kind of forgot about the periodic table of elements. Oh, whoa. Right. Okay, back in the lab. Oh, we're gonna have to go back to our lab. In the lab, there are numbers correlated to different elements. Yeah. Ooh, do I have a screenshot of that? Let's see. It'd be in the archived screenshots. I'll show you what I'm looking for. Ah, I didn't think so. I think I just did that puzzle in that room while I was there. Okay. We'll head back to the lab and look at that, because it was something like, like this letter is 6, this letter is 9 or whatever. And when you put them all together, you got turn 9 up after 3 or whatever it was, push. But maybe these will apply to these somehow. I'd kind of forgotten about that. But again, it feels irrelevant. None of this feels connected to Lady Orave. Like, why would she... I'm pretty sure, yeah, the schoolhouse didn't even open until Herbert Sinclair opened it. So, she wouldn't have been doing anything with these. Okay, we'll keep the idea in our mind for when we go back to the lab, but I don't know if it's relevant. And these colors are all the same again. You know what I am noticing, though? I wonder if this is just how the assets work in-game. Because sometimes they just reuse assets, but the height, like the variation in the letters right here, and the variation in the numbers, like the placement of them seems to align. Like they're rotated slightly the same way. They go up and down slightly the same way. They all have the same color pattern. Wow, maybe this is telling us it's a direct transcription. 1 to A, 2 to B. What happens with H? H is the infinity H, or infinity 8. Okay. I think we should try that. I really think we should try that, but I'm going to keep going until we get to advanced math first. Ivory dye are nice because we will need rerolls to get out of there, but we could just spend stars if we had to. What am I doing? Just redraw for classrooms, yeah. Oh, crap. I do need the parlor now. We're out of gems. Believe it or not, out of gems is kind of crazy. Geography. Yeah. Geography is not going to be relevant. Unless there's something... Oh, maybe we can finally get some use out of some of these little circles around the edge. But we would need a magnifying glass for that. The Isles of Orsay, Brief Tides, the Devoted Circle. The Devoted Moon and the Something Moon. You know what, I think I actually have proper screenshots of these in my maps. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I screenshotted these with the magnifying glass. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, like all that going on, but I don't see how this would be relevant. This is just a map of stars. You don't seem to be anything. I don't see anything there either. Man, this is going to be a tough stream for me to really vocalize what I'm thinking and doing, because so much of it is just staring and thinking. Staring and thinking and thinking and staring and staring and thinking. I think that was nothing. Unless there's something like written on these little sheets of paper. Yeah, unless there's like something hidden in the details of this. If we find a magnifying glass, we'll come back to this. Maybe there's something hidden in the details, but as far as I know, as far as I can tell right now, that doesn't seem to be anything. Alright. We need gems. We need gems. And we only have one reroll to get out of here, so hopefully we get something left facing. That we can use stars, like I said, if we have to. Chapel's fine. Chapel's A-okay. Need gems. How can we get gems? Find our trophy room, hopefully? Oh, I should have just popped into the lab. You know what? We're so close. Let's just pop into the lab. It was this. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. The thing is, this... There's no way this is gonna have enough letters in it to cover all of the letters in this. Like, I mean, just for example, peak. I'm trying to find... I mean, it would be after. Or the word 9? Where's the word 9? Oh, but it's gonna be divided. I'm trying to find the lab. What the lab message was in the end. It'll be somewhere in here. I have to have this written down somewhere, right? There's no way I don't have this written down. Oh, come on. I don't have this written down. What did I do with it? Mother... Okay, the point I'm trying to make is that I can't imagine... Okay, push 3 up after 9. Nowhere in that sentence is the letter L. The letter L doesn't appear in that sequence at all. So, how could these elements possibly give us what we need to translate? Because, like, these letters are all random. There's no pattern to it. It's not like I could just start putting in 13, 14, 15, wherever I want. I don't think these can be relevant because it only goes up to 12. Like, if we wanted an L, we'd have to find... And there's not going to be a... There's not going to be an element with just an L. Like in our... In this, we need W-I-L-L. There's no element with a W-I or an L-L, so how in the world are we going to spell that? Yeah, I think this is nothing. Okay, I think that's nothing, unfortunately. Crap. Thought I had a cool idea there, but... game kicking my butt, as usual. Forgot we had the secret garden key. Security... Well, we're probably really close to activating emergency protocol, which we can just go back to the lab to do, and then we won't need security at all. So I'm gonna take the pool. No, I have no gems. Oh, I have to redraw. Oh my goodness. Okay, gift shop it is. How many are we at? 3 triggers. Okay. 3 triggers. Oh, we didn't eat our first apple. You know what? If we go back to the pantry right now, we could trigger emergency protocol, but we don't need to yet. We still have a key. Trophy room facing the wrong way, but we desperately need the gems, so whatever. We take it. And we have the study, so gems are also rerolls if we need them. Anything changed about this room recently? Just that it's adding our trophies for us. I wonder if something happens when you get all trophies. I'm excited to see that someday. Right facing classroom, please. Wow, love that. Still gotta check out a parlor at some point. Okay, grade 5 art. Let's just quickly verify all the letters and numbers are the same, though I doubt those would have changed. Nope, those haven't changed. And there's no way art class... There's no way art class is gonna help us. Yeah, there's no way art class helps us. Crap. Out of keys. Alright, well we have to go trigger emergency protocol. That's our only way out of this. And we are slightly low on steps, but I don't think that matters because we're gonna have so much fruit in our pantry. Honestly, I want to avoid actually using our fruit in the pantry yet because I want to try and roll it. I want to try and go there last at the end of the day and just see how many times we can roll it. So I think there should be a spare apple for us in here. No? Which apple did we not eat? Each time you eat an apple. We did. It's just that we got these 3 classrooms after the lab. Damn it. Okay. Well, let's go eat 1 apple out of our pantry. Only is 1. Nope, sneaky apple over there. Okay, that's 5 triggers. That should be enough. Oh, I didn't even look. Did more fruit pop into existence right in front of my eyes? Damn it. I forgot to look. And we're even going to have a secret garden key to pop off into our conference room at some point. Swan Song. And remote terminal access to the shelter. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Had to check something. I have returned. I hath returned. Welcome back. That's weird. I see your chat. I see your chat, but YouTube's telling me that you aren't here. That's weird. Okay, emergency protocol. Hell yeah. That saves us from our key situation. And now this is unlocked. Just trying to remember. Sorry, I got too many things going on in my brain right now. Trying to draft the house while working out this cryptograph at the same time is really melting my brain a bit. But yeah, like I said, we want to check out high-level math and Erasion. Just those 2 classrooms might have something for us. And if neither of them does, we will attempt our 2 current theories and see if they take us anywhere. This is grade 6 for history, which I can't imagine there's anything relevant in history either. Yeah, it's just, I'm having a tough time looking for things relevant to Lady Orovai or relevant to cryptography in any manner. So I'm slowly gaining confidence in my theory. About these being identical being a subtle hint as to how to replace the numbers, but honestly, I came up with that theory before even finding a single classroom. Oh, I did want to take the drafting studio. I came up with that theory before even finding a single classroom, so there's a chance I'm just allowing the existence of that to reinforce what I've thought of. God, we haven't taken a drafting studio in ages because this room sucks now, but... Sorry, 1 second. Because this room sucks now. This room is literally useless. But maybe it has something to do with... I don't know. I'm just... Rooms where Herbert spent a lot of time are possibly rooms where he could have left clues to the 30 years of work he put into trying to decode this thing. But we're kind of at the point where I have scoured this house so many times, I'd be surprised if there are details in rooms that I haven't seen. That's an insane thing to say. There's no way that holds up to scrutiny at all. Oh man, dang it, I just remembered that because we've triggered emergency protocol, we're not going to get to use our secret garden key. That's too bad. I wanted just to trigger more apples. Classroom. Okay, this is grade 7, so this is math. This is algebra. So, we have a 5x5 grid of 4-letter long words. Square till you're there. I never noticed this the first time. I love that Sandra just wrote no idea. That's hilarious. I can't imagine in school having a test where I don't know the answer and I just writing down no idea as my answer. Don't square till you're there. I don't know. I'm just thinking about wordplay, like this is a square, it's 5x5. Don't square till you're there. I just still don't know what that would mean, though. I think that's just a hint about the billiards puzzle. Whoa, I never noticed this. What? It's another hint. Oh my god, it's another hint for the castle puzzle. Let me pull it up. This. That's crazy. 6 add 6. There are more of these that I haven't found yet. 6 add 6. Tor lor et. X, X, O, O. X, X, O, O. That's... what the heck? I mean, okay, literally 2 minutes ago. Play the clip. Play the clip. I'd be surprised if there's things in these rooms I haven't noticed yet. I mean, what? What the heck? Okay, there's that music bug again, where the music just goes. Um, that's so cool. 6 add 6. Torlor et. You never noticed that either? Yeah, that, I mean, that's crazy obscure. That's wildly obscure. A tic-tac-toe board? Wow, I wonder how many of those there are. And it's also cool that it's not like there's the exact number of them that you need to solve it. It's not like you need all of them to get all the letters. There's overlap between them. Wow, that's so cool. I really did not expect there to be more of those. If there are more that I still haven't seen, that's wild. That's so wild. Well, that was grade 7, so we just need one more classroom. Yeah, there's grade 8. And I don't know what I'm expecting here, but maybe something in the way you translate Eurasian helps with the way we transpose the words of this cipher. Ajlor, Ugo, Nevdao. So what do those mean? Let's go to Eurasian. Ajlor, first word. Ulgo, ul you go. Ah, that must be an English loan verb. You go? Nevdao. Nev, new, start of, Dao, day. You go? First word. New day. The hell? What? Thought that was going to be useful. Okay. Can you teach me a new word? That's first word. Nevlar. Okay, that I'm pretty sure is wrong. Huam. Large house of it to the east, yep. I'll swim at dawn. I swim. It's so funny how it's just like English verbs. I swim. Dawn. Nevdown. New day, yeah. Readle. L swim. Readle. I won't, right, because LE at the end, LE as a suffix, is the opposite of as a prefix. So this is I won't read night, or literally read I not night. Treven, this would be old. Tree old. Kind of weird that they put it twice. The trunk of the tree is small. Ma. Small. Nev. Start of tree. Small new tree. The trunk of the tree. The trunk is the start. Small start of tree. Okay. Okay. Let's see how that helps me. It's weird that this 8 for grade 8 is vertical, not the usual horizontal 8. Okay, all of this I already know and have written down. Earlier Rajan did not use any verbs, so today the rare usage of verbs combined was almost entirely of loan words used to describe actions. And there's nothing else in this room. Well, I thought I didn't think this was going to give us anything. You know what? While we're here, we may as well just get the final exam. We may as well just pass the final exam while we're here. I'm pretty sure I have all the answers. Yeah, let's see. Deciding battle. We do know this one now. This was the Colossus Colossus of Orinda, I think is what it was called. Colossus. We can definitely figure out these translations on our own. Okay. I think we can just do... Screw it. Let's just do the final exam while we're here. Let's just get the trophy. Why not? Although, would I like to get... No, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to take the final exam, just get the trophy, and then we're gonna just try our 2 theories. Take them as far as we can take them, see if we run into a barrier, or if we end up with some numbers or letters that mean something to us, and we kind of know where to go from there. We know what more we need to draft or what room we need to find. That's what we're gonna do. But while we're here, screw it. Let's just take the final exam. I was thinking maybe I should, like, look for a way out here so I can keep drafting or something, but I have no need to keep drafting. Oh, man. Treasure trove, right. I do want to keep doing the treasure trove in case one of the later memos explains what to do. But would that make sense? Because Lady Orave, who put these memos in the treasure trove? Sinclair? Because we know the memo system was built by Kirk Darren and Sinclair, so... And... yeah, again, we're running into the same issue. Most of the things with this house are a result of Herbert having his influence on the house. There's so little stuff that could have possibly come from Lady Orave. Like, like, yeah, the treasure trove is really old and probably predates her, but it still isn't somewhere where she would have left us a hint. Unless, like, maybe the final box or something? No. Okay, we're not changing our plan. Not changing the plan. There it is. Let's ace this mother. Back of the foundation. Hello. Final exam. Please take a seat. Alright, I have my answers on my other screen, so I'm gonna just do this. And not really talk while I do it, because it'll be faster if I just do it. Okay. How would you say the following phrase in Irasian? You have a very, very long name. Rajan. Long is... We don't have long, but we have large. So it's probably... Large is am, or am. And this is the only one with am in it. Ul would be you. Ra... I don't know what Ra is. Jor is name, I'm pretty sure. Jor is name. So this is you, name, large. I don't know what Ra is. Ra must be like very. Ulra. And I don't see how it could be any of these other ones, so we'll go with this. How would you tell an Arajan count me out? It would end with lay, right? Lack of myself? But none of those do. Count me out. L, count, vo. Oh wait, vo, the opposite of... That's away from, toward and away. This would be... This is like me count away. So count me out. Araj, nay, le, aval, leave. This would be leave you. So this would be like leave you out. A lack of yourself. This, yeah. And this is just le, which could be, this is just not, oh, this is just not me. But I think it's got to be this. This is too close to the right answer. This one, I'm pretty sure was C. Did I write that down? Let's go back to my answers. I have C. And you are D. Okay. Hopefully we nailed that. Hopefully we nailed that. All right. Let's go. Grab our 1 billion fruit from the pantry, just because that's fun. And then I will just start working on this cipher and see if we can see if either of our current ideas are right. The thing is, I have ideas for the start of both of these. And I mean, I guess that's fine. I was just gonna say, I have ideas for how to start both of them, but I don't have any ideas for, like, what they're gonna mean or what they're gonna do. But honestly, that's fine. I don't need to have the rest, like, figured out right now, because it's not like... I mean, that's usually the case in this game, honestly. I should stop worrying about that. That's usually the case. You usually know what current puzzle you're working on, and you, like, don't know what it's gonna reveal, and then you find the next step or whatever, and I guess that's just what's happening here again. This is crazy. This is so much fruit. Oh my god. If we had a silver spoon or a salt shaker, this is so many oranges. There should be an achievement for eating a certain amount of fruit in a day. I love that all of the achievements in this game, like all of the trophies, are like kind of in universe and stuff, but this is a roguelike. Oh my god, there's more. This is a roguelike, and one of the really fun things about roguelikes is how out of control some runs can get, and achievements for really out of control runs are fun. I wish they would add some, like, just for fun achievements, like eat 40 pieces of fruit in one day, stuff like that. I want to see stuff just pop into existence. Just fruit popping into existence. Oh my god, we're at 198 steps. What? The fact that we built a recursive, blood sugar gonna spike. Yeah, my blood sugar's through the fucking roof. I need help, I need a nurse's station. The fact that we built a recursive experiment is hilarious. It's not particularly recursive. It looks like it has a pretty low chance to spawn apples, because I imagine if it spawned a higher percentage of apples, this could become, like, infinite, but 292 steps. Oh my god. That's crazy. That was amazing. I loved that. That was so fun. Okay. Um Hilarious. 200, almost 300 steps. Okay. I'm gonna call it a day. Call it a day, and we'll have the little tiny fly in my room. We'll have the little background music that plays here in the background while we work on the cipher. And I am going to run to the bathroom, refill my water, and then we'll work on this cipher. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. I found something while I was out there refilling my water. I found it. Oh, she's so freaking cute. Okay, well, it's time. It's cryptograph time. Oh boy. So we've got the one letter difference between words theory, and then I also want to do the numeric coring theory. And for this one, we're gonna need another table of 5 by 5. Alright, so let's go with... Let's do this one first, because I think this one will probably run into problems faster. The other one we're gonna have to do a whole bunch of math before we, like, have any idea what's going on. For this one, I think there... Oh wait, no, didn't we already work out that this is impossible? Because pigs has no... Right, we already worked out pigs, there's no one-letter difference for pigs anywhere. Because the only other G is in legs, and that's 2 letters different. Yeah, okay, we already proved this one impossible. Ah, okay. So we'll grab this one. And I guess we'll start with this. Okay, so numeric coring. What we're gonna have to do here is we are just making the assumption that letters translate to numbers just literally in order of the alphabet. So let's do... What's the best way to do this? I think I'm going to actually copy this one. And let's go to a new page here and put you on a new page because you are not right. And I'm going to put in this. And we're going to translate all of these into numbers first. So the best way to do that is going to be EFG, HIJK, LMNOP, QRS, TUV, WXYZ. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Those don't line up at all. Maybe I can choose a monospace font here. Fonts. More fonts. Is there a monospace category? More fonts. Monospace. Sure. Roboto mono. Okay. And we will do... Wow, just perfectly doesn't go to 2 lines. Okay, so there's our setup. This is our transcribing setup, if you will. So what we're gonna do is say P is 16, I is 9, J is 10, S is 19. There's gotta be a better way to do this, but honestly, I'm just gonna do this because I think it'll be faster than figuring out a better way. 19, 1, 14, D4. Sorry, my brain's all getting all mixed up already. Male 13, 1, 9, 12, 4, 1, 20, 5. Oh my god, this is not hard, but for some reason my brain is struggling with it. 5, 1, 4, 3, 12, 1, 13. I'm noticing something that's kind of supporting my theory that this is right now is there's a lot of A's, and A's make numeric coring easier, I think. I think ones, because you can always just multiply by 1. Like, multiplication is the thing that increases the number by the most, and you want the smallest number possible. And ones, you can always multiply by the 1. So I think there being a lot of A's is kind of supporting my theory. Like, this was designed to not be preposterously difficult. But again, maybe I'm just making things up that support what I want the answer to be. I want to be right, so I'm looking for reasons to justify it. If this theory turns out to be wrong, I will probably need help, because I don't know where to go from here if this is wrong. Man, these high numbers are a little tough. L12, 12, 2 12s is interesting. T20, O15, A1, D4. I am help? Oh no. Are you telling me I'm wrong? Oh no. I said, if this isn't right, I'm gonna need help, and you said, hi, I am help. Are you stopping me before I go too deep with, oh, no, you're not. Okay. Okay, oh man. I thought you were, implying, like, hi, I'm here to help, you're going the wrong way. Okay. Thank you. You are help. You are help indeed. And 3 I is 9, and then 12, 12. Tape. T is 21, 16, 5. L 12, 5, 10. No. Wait, what? G is 7. How did I get 10 for G here? I is 9. G is 7. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to double check all my work. Crap. Legs. And S is 19. Tree T is 20. R is 18. And E's are 5. Road R 18. 15, 1, 4. 13, 1, 9, 4. 19, 12, 1, 2. 18, 15, 3, 11. 8, 1, 14, 4, 22, 1, 19, E. 19, 1, F. 6, 5. 3, 12, 1, 25. Oh my god, we're gonna have to core all of these. This is insane. I mean, there's a chance I got one of these numbers wrong, first of all. There's like so many places you could go wrong with this. Oh boy, okay. Real quick, I'm gonna just double check that I got all these numbers right. Okay, I think I've gotten them all right. You know what? I will just double check them as I go to do each one. Okay, so now we need to core them, which, oh my god. I'm gonna create a little coring space down here. And I wonder if there's a... Oh, you know what I could do? Interesting. I'm gonna throw this on the beer back screen real quick, and I'm gonna try and set up a little Excel sheet for this. Okay. What I have right now is... Let's see if this works. I have 16, 9, 7, 19. 16, 9, 7, 19. We get 19 if we go 16 minus 9 is 7. Divided by 7 is 1. Times 19 is 19. Okay. I think I've set up these equations right to be, these are the different orders you can do, and these are all the different, these are the numbers you get for doing each operation. Let me just verify. We have minus divided times, minus times divided. We have divided times minus, divided minus times minus divided, and times divided minus. Those should be all of the different operations because you always start with plus. And let me verify my equations. We have A minus B divided by C times D. The thing is we have to use parentheses to actually match the left-right order of operations. Then we have A minus B times C divided by D. I mean, in this case, A minus B, 7 times C. 7 times 7 is 49. Yeah, divided by 19 doesn't. Okay, so I think this is working right. A divided by B times C, then minus D. It should fall left to right there. A divided by B minus C, then times D. A times B minus C divided by D. That should follow correctly. And this one should just go left to right. A times B divided by C minus D. Okay, so I have set up these series of equations to give you... Now this one just needs to be equals, I think, minimum of U through U. I think that's how it works. Oh, but not... I need minimum that is an integer. Ooh, equals... No, I don't want it to be rounded. Is there a function to determine whether or not it is an integer? I actually don't know how to do that. I mean, we can just look at it. We don't have to have an equation for this. We can just put the value in and look at it. Alright, we have kind of created our own numeric coring calculator. A very rudimentary one. But, you know what I should do is grab U. I'll put an equals sign here. An equals sign there. And I'm going to just center align everything because it makes my brain feel better. And I'm going to put U there. Nope. U there. U there. U there. U there. U there. And U there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can clear out all these. And now if we put in our values, this gives us all of our potential options. And we can just choose the lowest one for each. And so now this way, if we take this and drag it down, there should be 25 of these. Okay. Now we can clear out these numbers and just fill in these numbers from here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. I'll pull my notes off to another screen and just fill these in. I'm going to be quiet because I'm probably going to just end up time-lapsing this, but enjoy. Okay, so in the end, let's see, can I write something? U equal, I need to know, what are the possible, I just need to know if there's a way to get, integers only. I don't want to round, I want to select the only integers. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like I can do is int? No? Equals is whether a value. This is telling me I can use is int. Is whether a value is a number. I know it's a number, but oh, Google, you're not helping me here. Equals is int is what it's telling me I can do. What about int? That rounds to a nearest integer. Oh, you know what I could add? What if we had equals if is but again it's not telling me if is it's not showing is int as actual working. I can get if is a number. Okay, well, I'm gonna give up on this idea. It doesn't seem to be bearing fruit. So I'll just write them down myself. 19. Then 20. 9. 12. 12. 23. Wow, a 1. That's crazy. How did we get 1? 16 minus 5 divided by 11 times 1. That's cool. 20. 5. Got 18 in 2 different ways. That's cool. 20. 9. 14. 20. 19. 2. 12. Another 1. 14. 11. 2. 15. 15. 11. 19. Wow. You know what's crazy? Oh my gosh. Every one of these numbers is under 26. We can probably just directly translate back. Oh my gosh. Numeric scoring sheet. Oh my gosh, we can probably just directly translate back. That's crazy. Alright, well, I'm gonna pull up this on the side. And actually, you know what? I should be showing you the other way around. I'll give you that. And okay, I'm gonna start filling in the letters here from what I've got. So actually, I probably should just put in. I should put in what they equal first. Equals 19, so it's all in one. Equals 19, which is an R. U equal 20, which is... Oh no. T. Oh my god, I'm already doing it wrong. R. 19 is S. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to be so careful about transcribing all this. Then we have 9, which is I. And then we have 12 twice. 12 is L. Okay, we got the word still. Wow. I think this is working. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. This is crazy though. I mean, this is freaking complex. Okay. 23 is W. Then we've got 1 is... Nope, sorry. 1 is A. We've got 20, which is T. We've got 5, and then 12. 5 is E. And 12... What was L? Wattel? Still Wattel? Doesn't... Let me check my numbers. Oh, I transcribed that 12 wrong. That should be an 18. Okay, so that should be 18. And 18 is R. Still water. Still water. Okay. I have no idea what that means. We'll keep going. What was the last one? 18. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're on these. So this is 20. 20 is T. This one was 9. Okay, I'm just gonna remember. 9, 14, 2019. 14, 20, 19. And we get... 9 is I, 14 is N, 20 is T, 19 is S. Still water tints. Okay. Interesting. Still water tints. Okay, now the next 5. 5. 2, 12, 1, 14, 11. 2, 12, 1, 14, 11. 2 is B. 12 is L. 1 is A. 14 is N. 11 is K. Stillwater tints blank. Okay, Stillwater tints blank. Now we've got 2, 15, 15, 11, 19. 2 is B, 15, O, O, Is it gonna be book 11? K. Oh, books 19. Still water tints blank books. What in the world does that mean? What? Okay. Still water tints blank books. Oh, blank books. The blank books in the library. That's my guess. We literally today were just saying it's crazy those books are still blank. It's like disappearing ink or something. What the heck is still water? Still water is like boiled water, right? Like when you... No, that's called distilled water, which I guess is kind of the same thing. Sorry. Belt is digging into my... Um... Distilled still water. Is there... How are we supposed to get distilled water? I don't know how to boil water. I mean, I know we can turn on the water in the kitchen. So we probably need water. We need the watering can in the library. Okay. Okay. Now how do we get... So we can get water from the kitchen and bring it to the library, but okay, maybe bring a watering can to the furnace? Bring a watering can to the furnace to boil it? To make it still water, and then... Okay, I'm just gonna look up still water, make sure I have the right definition. Still water can refer to flat, non-carbonated bottled water, can describe stagnant and disturbed water, which can harbor bacteria, yeah. Yeah, it's like clean water. Means like clean water. Okay, we could bring it to the furnace and then to the library. We could tints blank books. I guess my theory right now is... Okay, I gotta write stuff down while I'm thinking about it. Still water tints blank books. Still water tints blank books. So fill watering can. Boil it. Furnace. Where else? Where else could we do that? Furnace. I mean, there's like maybe, oh, what are those things called? Graduated cylinders and stuff in the lab over like a little burner plate. Lab. That doesn't seem right. These all kind of seem far-fetched. Like the furnace doesn't have like a spot I can... The furnace doesn't have like a spot that I can put the water in. Still water. And then, you know, the last thing is bring to library books. Bring to the blank library books. Still water tints blank books. Yeah, the problem is still water. Because there's no way the water just coming out of the kitchen faucet is still. It's not gonna be the water in the greenhouse or anything. Ooh. The trading post. The what is it called? It's a distillery, isn't it? Okay, I gotta look up how distilleries work. Distillery. Where you make through the process of distilling. Yeah, I need to know what the process of distilling is. Distilling. The process of making spirits or an essence by distilling. Factor process of extracting the essential meaning of most. Ah. Okay. So it's where distilling water is where you boil it and then you condense the steam into pure distilled water. Yeah. Okay. And all the particulates like end up in the air, I guess. But that's not what's going on in the distillery, is it? I'm thinking of the thing in the trading post. The thing in the trading post, is called the distillery. But I remember literally looking in the tank. I literally remember looking into the tank and being like, oh, they've drained it. I wonder if there's a way I can fill this again. And like, cause like when you look in it, there's no water in there. So maybe, is there a way we can fill it? Maybe we take water from the kitchen. Okay. Fill the watering can with water from the kitchen. Bring it out to the distillery. And maybe that distills it? Okay. Boil, furnace, lab, distillery in trading post. Okay. So. Okay. Stillwater, tints, blank books. This part, water, tints, blank books, I feel like is pretty clear. Blank books, I can't imagine as anything but those library books in the corners. Water, I can't think of anything but any way to get water there other than the watering can. And still is the part I'm struggling with. Furnace, the lab seems like a stretch. If it was going to be the lab, I feel like it would just be the furnace. Although we did just look up a picture of like how distilling works, and it is like a Bunsen burner and stuff. Okay, I think we just try these. Honestly, the trading post seems like the most likely one to me. Boiling it in the furnace just seems like we're not going to boil the water in the watering can. Oh, it seems like you figured some stuff out. Oh, we did. I'll give you a little recap. I made this where I could just put in the 4 numbers, and then I wrote equations that would calculate all of the numeric cores, and then I just wrote down the lowest one from each set. So I had like automated coring, and then I took all those cores and I put them here and I translated them back to letters. And I got Stillwater, tints, blank books. Super cool. Uh-oh, he says OMG. What, you wish you'd thought of automating it? Did you do them all by hand? Yeah, so I think that's so smart. The only thing I couldn't figure out, I was trying to set up an equation that would select the lowest whole number from these, but I couldn't get all I could get was min. I could select the minimum value of these, but that just gives the lowest, and I couldn't figure out how to select only integers above 0, you know? So I had to manually write those down, but I really wanted to like fully automate it. I thought that would have been really cool. And then honestly, I could have written something that translated these numbers back into letters for me, but all right. So we are going to get a watering can. The first thing we have to do is get a watering can. And with that watering can, try out bringing it to the furnace, the lab, and the distillery. Whichever one works. We'll see if we can do all 3 in one day. And then whichever one works... I mean, I guess first we'll just bring a watering can to the library, just in case that works. But the word still is here on purpose. We'll try bring it to all these locations, and then we'll bring it back to the library books. And hopefully we've done this right. I mean, we've done everything right so far. The fact that this ended up spelling Stillwater Tin Spelunk Books, like, we did something right. We got that far. So we're on the right path. How do we find a watering can? Let me look at item spawns. As far as I know, it's the greenhouse. I found one in the spare green room once. And I think I'd also found one in the tool shed once. But I don't have that written down. I have greenhouse and spare green room written down. So, first job, first things first, hunt down a watering can. I think we need, and then we're almost certainly going to need to coat check it. Oh boy. Okay, this is tough. This is very difficult. We nailed it. We aced the final exam. Oh, she's sleeping, but she just sneezed in her sleep. Final exam. Hell yeah. In recognition of academic excellence. For getting an A on the classroom final exam. Oh, so we didn't necessarily get 100% right? We got some of the erosion wrong. Oh, it won't tell me which? Wow, I really thought you'd have to get 100% right. I wonder which one we got wrong. Oh, I don't have them all in front of me. I'd love to know which one we got wrong. I mean, we got the trophy, so it's unlikely I'm going to do it again. At least not for a long time, but I'll have to watch back the footage and see which one I got wrong. Okay, greenhouse shows up drafting north on this side and south on that side. And do we select green on Banner of the King? It will make it harder to find a coat check. Maybe I try and find the coat check first and then choose green. No, let's just choose green. I'm choosing green. We'll see if we can find... Wow, you know what? This is crazy. I'm breaking all my rules. I'm going right first because I want to try and find the greenhouse here. I'm breaking all my rules. Spare veranda, good. We want verandas and spare verandas. We want luck towards finding items in green rooms. In the corner, doesn't really matter. We'll go commissary, because the more items we have on us, yeah, like a shovel, magnifying glass, doesn't matter so much, but the more items we have on us, the more likely we are to find the watering can. Starfish aquarium. Trying to think of if there's any reason to have a workshop. I don't think there's any reason for the workshop. Okay, key. Good. Aquariums are nice because they're green rooms. Greenhouse? No? Courtyard. We want to get green rooms out of the pool and keep drafting up the north edge so we can find our greenhouse. Turn up. I see that smasher over there. That's nice. Key. Yoink you, because there's a trunk back there that we didn't open. More keys is great. More keys is excellent. Should I draft... Should I keep drafting north here? I think I'll just keep going. Maybe we'll hit a veranda. Oh my god. Coat check. Honestly, we should take the coat check, and then we can get back around here and keep looking for it. We can go around and try and find it. We are really going to want a coat check today. Because I can't imagine we're not going to be checking the watering can. It's unlikely we get all of the rooms we need today while we've got the watering can, so That's great. That's great that we found that. Conference room. Yeah, conference room. Security locked. Banana, thank you. Okay. Now that we've done a bit of this, let's go fill in some of this space. And then we will want to leave almost all of this empty to also draft south along this edge looking for the greenhouse. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This is really gonna test all our game knowledge for sure. It's very cool. Do I want a compass? Do I want a compass? I mean, I could make a dowsing rod with this compass. I'm just trying to think of if north-facing rooms is gonna make our greenhouse less likely. I think it kinda will, but a dowsing rod could be really nice for finding more items. Now I wish I'd taken that workshop. Worthless brick. Sorry they called you worthless brick. I think you're great. Cloister. Yes. Get that out of the way. The only problem with cloister is we've already taken our courtyard, but whatever. Boop. Boop. Turnip. More turnips. That's great. We're doing great on steps. Keys and gems are both doing alright. Not crazy. But we still have a trophy room to find. And eventually our spiral of stars will pop off. Okay. Lab is on our list of places to take it to. Maybe we can get an experiment that helps us out in some way. What experiment could help us out here? Oh man. When you eat an apple at aquariums... Aquariums, I don't think we can find the watering can in aquariums. Oh, we also probably want to look for the lost and found. Oh wow, I kind of forgot about that. Lost and found is a good way to find it. Gain a random item and set your keys to 0 is excellent. Because we can just have a crap ton of items. We could maybe even get the watering can from this experiment. What are we most likely to do? Apples? Spending gems? Spending gems, maybe? I don't think we're drafting many red rooms today. Okay, let's hope for a trophy room soon. We're gonna go spending gems, set your keys to 0. I really wish I'd got the upgraded room one. Are we gonna draft more red rooms than gems? I don't think so. Okay, we'll go with that. And we can black bridge our way out of this if we need to. Let's go down to the entrance hall. We want to get to the corner, but like I said, we want to leave all of these rooms empty so we can draft down toward them. I don't think we're going to need a dining room. Kitchen. Break room. Break room could give us backup keys for if we run out. Yeah, we can use these as backup keys, unless it just ends up giving us a special one. Okay, so our billiards puzzles haven't been reset to the beginning, because this one has a square in it, and those didn't show up for a long time. What was up with yesterday's billiard puzzle? 1 times 5 is 5. Minus 1 is 4, squared is 16, divided by 16 is 1. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Times 4. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Times 4 is negative 4. Squared is 16. Oh my god. That's double squared, I think. 4 minus 2 is 2. Squared is 4. Squared is 16 again. Yep, okay. Secret garden key. Alright, well, we'll take it. But we were hoping it would give us keys we could come back for when we need them. This is a delicate dance. what we're doing here. We give a shit about the tunnel. I mean, tunnel could just take us all the way up, then we could draft back down. That seems kind of silly. Observatory. And honestly, I may just use the observatory now for... I don't want to... Actually, no, I'm not going to use it yet because this will be keys for when we need them. Extra gem and 2 more trunks. Oh, I forgot to go smash the trunk in the veranda. And now we've got 2 more here. That's 3 trunks to go smash. We'll go back for those if we run out of keys. We have all kinds of ways to get backup keys now. Flip this den around. Take that den. Actually, I didn't even need to flip it because we're not drafting this way, I don't think. Lost and found. Okay. We are... we need to see if it gives us a watering can. It gave us a prism key and a lucky rabbit's foot. Rabbit's foot is nice. Lost the... Oh, it took the ornate compass. Damn. Took our best item. I mean, it could have taken our scepter, which would be annoying, but... Alright, well, we can use the prism key off the cloister. Nope, we've already done that. Damn. So we'll put a garage here for backup keys. And then we'll... No, we want to draft south off this. We want to use all 3 of these slots. I'm gonna go gift shop. And we want to use these south-facing slots to find a greenhouse. No. Can I get something straight? Ooh, we got it. You banner the king green. I did. Okay, we got the greenhouse. Ooh, maybe I should have waited for more luck. Alright, I have a lucky rabbit's foot and a spare veranda. Nice. Okay. Alright, we have a watering can. We have a watering can. Oh my god, there's a chance... No, I don't have to go back through Lost and Found. I was like, oh my god, there's a chance Lost and Found steals it from us. That would have been devastating. Okay, we have the watering can. We have a lab. We have a lab. We need a furnace, and we need to go try and get a trading post. And we have our coat check. This is going very well. Honestly, this is going better than I could even hope for it to be going. That's huge. Oh, wow. And a metal detector in here. Okay. Let's go try and draft a furnace. Try and get some ivory dye. We need a furnace and some ivory dye. And a furnace is going to be extremely hard to find. And then with the ivory dye, we're trying to find... Ooh, gear wrench. With the ivory dye, we're trying to find a trading post outside. Which also might be tough because of our scepter and banner of the king both being set to not yellow, but reroll power. Alright, keycard is huge. Keycard is very nice. Patio spreads back to our conference room. That's a ton of gems, actually. It's very nice, and it should have items for us. Oh, I just used the watering can. Should I not be using the watering can? Crap. Well, hopefully we can find a kitchen in case I shouldn't be using it. Alright, well, I've already used it once, so I may as well just keep using it because it's already not full. And I imagine it needs to either be full or it doesn't matter. Unless each book in the library uses 1 charge. Okay, maybe I should just stop using it. Will this give me another cloister? Didn't give me another cloister. Solarium could help us find a furnace. Solarium could potentially help find a furnace. Okay. I was hoping for a cloister, but... Wow, we have so much luck right now. This is crazy. There's so much stuff in every green room we find. What are you beeping about? One random coin. Okay. It's so cool that I like had kind of just started talking about the empty library books. Like I'd never really noticed them until a couple episodes ago. I just finally started noticing them, and now they're gonna matter. So cool. Alright, so watering can to Bunsen burner. Oh man, it kind of sucks that now there's a chance it's not working because I used up water. I need to find a kitchen now. That was so dumb of me to use it. That was so dumb of me to use it. Okay. I mean, it either doesn't work because I'm not right, or it doesn't work because I used some water. Like a dum-dum. Alright, let's smash these trunks just while we're here. Coins may as well. Keys we don't take. Wow, plenty of gems. Plenty of gems. Yeah, we gotta find a kitchen. There's some ivory dye. Is 3 going to be enough to find the trading post? Probably not. Sorry, 2. Is 2 gonna be enough to find the trading post? I'm gonna say no, because of our Banner of the King and our Scepter both being set to not yellow. So we'll try and find like a Geist bedroom or a boudoir or a study. A study at this point would do it. We have so many gems. There's a Geist bedroom, but it ends us. We have the coat check, so it's kind of fine if it ends us. We don't need to find the furnace today. Yeah, we don't need to find the furnace today. I'm okay. I'm okay with this. I know, yeah, I've got stars to reroll, but the furnace seems like the least likely of the 3 things I'm thinking of. I do have the solarium. I should go for it while I've got the solarium. I will just take a workshop. Yes, we want you common, even though we have so little use for any of the contraptions now, unfortunately. Do I want a dowsing rod? There's not really items I need anymore. Burning glass. Electromagnet? Electromagnet and a wrench and a gear wrench on the same day. Is there any reason that matters, though? Screw it, we don't need either of those, so this is just a fun item. Furnace. Furnace. Secret passage to red room and then re-roll. Okay. Ah, that's kind of giving up our mechanarium dream, but yeah, this is just more important. Secret passage to red room. And, oh man, if we... Oh, we have a key card. We can go around to the foundation. I was gonna say, if we take a furnace here, we can't... Oh my god, my brain. I literally just blanked on what I was gonna say. If we take a furnace here, we're done, but why does that matter? Oh, because kitchen. Because we need the kitchen. Right, but we have a key card, so that's fine. Oh, and also we can't use our ivory dye to find a trading post if we do it this way. Alright, looks like we're spending stars today. Come on, furnace. Come on, furnace. I have a solarium. Come on. Come on. Hello? Is this gonna be another instance of, for some reason, the furnace can't show up here? What is going on? Oh my god. Okay. Watering can? Watering can? This sucks that I used a charge of it, and I don't know if it actually does work or not. Okay. Let's go draft a trading post outside, and if that doesn't work either, then we'll have to go up to the... go up through the foundation and try and find a kitchen to refill it. And if then it still doesn't work, then I don't know what still water is. Then I won't know what still water is. Alright, we're gonna have to spend stars here, but that's okay. It's gonna show me the root cellar a lot. Presumably it would. Okay, there we go. Trading post. You. So I assume you are empty. Okay. Okay, first of all, awesome. This works. Refill can. But last time I was here, there wasn't water in there. Last time I was here, I literally looked down at it and was like, there's no water in there. Why is there water now? What did I do to make that show up? Okay. We got... Oh no. We got still water. Right? We have still water? Oh, there's no indication that my watering can is any different than usual. We have water. I don't know if we have still water. But we don't have a library. So now we have to go find a library off the foundation. Or, if we are running out of steps, we coat check it. Okay. Oh my goodness. No, don't trade away the watering can. None of that matters. Okay. Oh boy. I'm stressed because I don't know what I'm doing right or wrong. Okay, I can stop stressing about needing to find my kitchen though. We just found out that filling it from the trading post works. Which presumably gave us still water, right? I don't like that there's no indication that there's anything different about our watering can. I was expecting to fill it from the kitchen or something and then bring it to the furnace or to the lab and watch it boil and become still water. We just filled it from the trading post and it has water in it. Presumably still water because that's what the distillery is for, but yeah, I don't know. There's no indication that it did anything different. I don't know if I had like a visual bug last time I was there and there was water, but I just couldn't see it. Cause I literally remember looking in it and being like, why is there no water in here? Okay. Give elevator. Alright, we will be on the higher ranks, and we have a solarium, so library should be somewhat doable. The problem is our scepter and our banner are set to other colors, but we've run out of most greens, so... Oh, banner's set to green, scepter's set to blue, so scepter should be helping us. I don't even know why I'm digging at this point. And just force of habit. Okay. I guess we'll draft the... U. Oh, also our Nook. Right, our Nook will just give us... We can launder our gems into keys if we need to. Our Nook will give us a library. Alright, we can use that if we need to. It's a dig site? No, that's the archive. That's the whatchamacallit. What do you call it? The archive key. Alright, we're looking for our Nook. Terrace is going to keep showing up as long as we're drafting on the edge. I'll use the casino to go north, although the casino is going to get rid of our key. Now this experiment feels dumb. Now we wish we don't have this experiment anymore. Oh, I can end it, can't I? I can go back to the lab and end the experiment. I forgot you can do that. You can pause it. I should take red rooms to get them out of the pool. But I'm going to look for side-to-side rooms here real quick. Classroom gives us some re-rolls. That could be helpful. I don't want to take 2 gemmed rooms right now as long as we've got this key. I need to go back to my lab and turn off this experiment. Can I put a secret garden in the corner? You can't. You can. Okay, use re-rolls to look for a library. Thank you, conservatory. I'd love to take that, but... Oh, I was like, why is it buzzing? Damn. Storeroom gives us a replacement key, postpones... How long? Oh, right. Electromagnet. Postpones our need to go all the way back to our... lab. Show me library. Rotunda's a 4-doored room, and we don't have any keys to lose anyway. Gained a lockpick kit. Oh, that's huge. That's very nice. Our worry is keys, so... Lockpick kit didn't work there. Hopefully it works here. If not, we have to go through the freaking process of walking all the way out and around the house again. Okay, it worked there. Do I just take a showroom? Because the items are good. Do any of these items help us find a library? No. But... Oh, and it's 2 cost. Oh, but that's fine. Honestly, maybe we'll get an emerald bracelet. Or a master key? Ooh, master key. Sell me a master key. No master key, damn. Ornate compass is excellent. And may as well just take a silver spoon. We don't need tomorrow rooms. Silver spoon, and screw it. We'll buy a moon pendant. That one couldn't be locked for my secret garden, really? Security, and we can jack it up to high. And hope for security doors. Closed exhibit will be nice too. Security common, yep, we leave you common for sure. Apple, and how many experiments are we at actually? Let me out. Can we emergency protocol? 3. No, not yet. Can't emergency protocol yet. But we will keycard system to high. And if we can trigger it 2 more times, if we can manage 2 more triggers, we can just emergency protocol. What happens if you silver key in the corner? Secret garden key won't work. Okay, if you're locked, I'll secret garden here. Yeah. That's fine. And all of that should have gone to our conference room. Diggy diggy for a key? Give me a key. Diggy diggy for a key. Old tin can. Not worth picking up. Actually correct on that one. Coins. Ah, come on. No keys? Where are my keys at? Alright, really, I just need my Nook. Mechanarium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, this is a big mechanarium. This is big enough to go for here. No, I'm not gonna make it any more common. I think it's fine at unusual. We do want to make like all of our mechanical rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, Rotunda doesn't count. There was one day where I thought that I'd convinced myself Rotunda counted, but I guess it doesn't. Damn. Okay. We want to make all our other mechanical rooms common. And then when we find the mechanarium, it'll be better, you know? What? Hello? Oh, there was a key in it, and my electromagnet scooped it up for me, I think? I think that's what just happened. Pool gives us a bunch of drafts. It's okay. The problem is our Nook, there's only 2 spots we can put our Nook where it will be able to give us a library. We're running out of corner slots. I'm gonna leave that key there in case we take a 2-gemmed room. Vault, observatory, closed exhibit. We could rotate the closed exhibit and take that forward. I think I'll do that. Unfortunately, we can't get to the back of it. I still don't even remember what the paper crown does. Come on, library. It's getting less likely. Should I reroll for a Nook? Is that goofy to reroll for a Nook to give us a library there? The thing is, if we reroll and we get the Nook facing the wrong way, we're screwed. I'm gonna take the drawing room and use its rerolls. Oi, these are all bad. Okay, get you out of the drafting pool so you stop showing up. And we decided this a long time ago, but it's very official now. This is just a dead room. It just exists to dilute the pool. Very rude. I don't want to take archives. I was thinking about getting out of the pool because it'll keep showing up, but attic can give us more keys. Our experiment is high enough. Nope, still not high enough. We only got 1 key out of it. Coin purse. Could make a lucky purse, not that we need the cash. Okay, there's a bunch of keys. We're not going to take those, because we might just lose them. But our electromagnet will scoop all 3 for us when we come back. Alright, we're running out of room. We're going to have to just start rolling stars. Which would suck. I'd hate to do that. I'd hate to just blow all our stars like that. Okay. Foyer. Or may as well just go chapel. Chapel, and get a Nook off this chapel. That's what we need. We need a Nook here. Silver Key has many doored rooms. Nook only has 2. Master bedroom. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just coat check the watering can. But does a coat checked watering can keep the quote unquote still water that I'm not even sure is in there? You know? Huh, Throne of the Blueprints. Reading Nook. No, it's facing the wrong way. Oh, come on. Oh, that's brutal. That's literally the situation I described. I'm not going to take it because we might still get a nook up off security. Alright, Throne of the Blueprints. I don't believe this has anything for us because we've already done this Morjai box. My grandmother's own design. Yeah, that would be referring to... That'd be referring to Lady Orave. Come on, library. Now I'm really upset I relegated library to rare a couple episodes ago. Alright, we'll take the treasure trove. We really hope for a nook up here. And if we don't get it, we just... That was a crazy effect. The electromagnet picking that all up. We got 53 gold from our coin purse. That's wild. I kind of regret making the library rare a couple episodes ago now. Yeah, these are not going to be relevant. These aren't gonna matter to me. I've got all this information. Heat waves, blue memo. The Baron began and ended his travels in the same realm. True, because blue memo. True, blue memo. I'll just show you. I was just filling all this information in. Okay, yep, we knew that. Well, it'd be crazy to get to this point of the game and not, to this point of the treasure trove and not have solved the 8 realms puzzle. Alright, straight across, up through security. We still have a chance. Draft a nook, or even just, we're on the 9th rank. There is just a chance that we draft the library straight up. Oh, if you require a key, I think I already know you do. I'm not gonna silver key here. Is silver key going to make the nook less likely? I mean, it's not able to show us 3 and 4 doored rooms here. It's like literally not able to. So I should just go grab the normal keys. Just go grab the normal keys from the attic. So, yeah, the fact that the watering can is still popping up like, hey, I've got water, you need water? Is like, is it actually still water in there? Or did I just find an alternate way to refill the water? Like, if I had, like, special still water in here, you'd think it would stop me from using it on, like, the normal watering can function. At least I would expect it to. Conservatory. I'll roll a couple times for a nook. I'll roll, like... Study. You're late. You're late, study. Oh my god, should I just keep rolling until I get one? Should I just... I hate spending all the stars. Because I'm no longer going to be getting the inkwell until I generate another 12 stars now. I guess I should use them now. Because I won't be able to use them for a while. That hurts. Could have adjusted the library back to common with the conservatory. Oh, I see what you mean. I mean, the conservatory is... or the library is unusual. I would just be making it slightly less rare. And I would then still only have one spot to draft for it from. I could go into the conservatory right now, make it unusual, and then just hope to hit it off the next roll. I guess that is a better use of stars. The thing is, if I roll a nook here, we guarantee our library, and we don't have to do that. Again, it's hard to calculate what the right choice is, because the game doesn't tell me what the likelihood of different rarities of rooms is and how that likelihood changes by rank. Like, there's no way for me to know statistically, is it better for me to look for a nook or to adjust the rarity and use the stars there? I'm gonna look for the nook, because it's guaranteed and the nook is common. That has to be better than rolling for an unusual room. Okay, only cost us 2 more stars. I'm glad I did that. There's our key. All right, library, right here, right now. Right here, right now. All right, let's hope we have still water. Oh my god, we do. Okay. This is so cool. I'm gonna just go water the other one too while I'm at it. What a cool mechanic. Okay. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is a so much better version of Scorched Sundial. This is an infinitely better version of the Scorched Sundial puzzle. Like, turn Scorched Sundial base, you just burn this piece of stone and all of a sudden you can turn it. What is that? Like, they want to make it so that you can turn the base of the sundial, but it requires an item so that you can do it more clearly. But it's just magic. This is, they want these books to mean something, but they want you to discover it so late in the game, you're not going to think to pour water on them from getting a watering can. And like, even if you had a watering can, and you're gonna die on the Sundial Hill. I am gonna die on this Sundial Hill, man. This game is full of brilliant game design, and that is an example of just the lazy game design in an otherwise brilliant game. And they do the still water thing because you might have a watering can the day you go to look at these books, and they don't want you to stumble on it on accident. So they add the extra layer of the still water. So much smarter designed than the Scorched Sundial. And yes, I will die on the Sundial Hill. Okay, I'll leave it be. So this looks like about 5x9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A hidden hue from Prism Pristine. 3 paths convene. 3 lines of light. 3 shades foreseen. 3 colors to count. Sum of 18. But the one left hidden remains to be seen. I didn't follow that at all. Okay. Tended rose vine. Oh god, with a spiral. Oh no, is this... Does it never end? Oh my god, it's another one. Tended rose vine, denoted in verse, does it never end? And it's the spiral, like the spiral in Her Ladyship's chamber, like the spiral in the music note. Oh my god. My dearest darling son, I'm quite impressed. I didn't expect you to make it this far. Aw, he didn't. This is for Simon or Herbert. My dearest darling son, I'm quite impressed. I didn't expect you to make it this far. Yet if these words have reached your eyes, rest assured the end of the spiral is near. Really? Stay vigilant and rose wary. Rose wary? Stay vigilant and rose wary? What the heck does rose wary mean? Literally, when I search Roseberry, what comes up is blueprints. I don't know what that means. Stay vigilant and rose-wary. I guess it's telling me to look for roses. For the thorns we discover are twice as sharp at the conclusion of each of our journeys. God, these people speak in riddles. One final counsel I leave you. The waters of the west spring shall yet reveal more secret than these mere passages. Secret passages. The waters of the West Spring. Putting the secret passage outside. The West Spring, the spring that runs through the West lawn. Secret passages, put the secret out. I knew it. I knew there was more to the secret passage outside. One final counsel I leave you. The waters of the West Spring shall yet reveal more secrets than these mere passages. Okay. I had so many plans, but not enough dreams. Your mother, Orvi. Okay. We are so late game here. The puzzles have gotten so complex. There's no way I just put the secret passage outside and pick the right book. Like I was just describing, how they force you to use quote-unquote still water here so that you can't accidentally bring a watering can and look at this book. There has to be more to this. The waters of the West Spring shall yet reveal more secrets than these mere passages. The waters of the West Spring. Okay, what is the West Spring? Hold on, my blue tents notes. The pump room blue tent note. The massive reservoir below Mount Holly receives natural filtration from the continuous flow of fresh water from two neighboring underground springs, before making its dramatic exit via waterfall in the south-facing cliff. Okay, so that's why the water from the trading post is stilled? Or, I guess it's, no. The water in the trading post is stilled because it's a distillery. But the water in the trading post presumably comes from the underground springs, and this is saying the waters of the West Spring. So it's saying I need still water. The waters of the West Spring shall yet reveal more secrets than these mere passages. Okay, the still water, there's another use for it. The still water I can still use to reveal more secrets than are in these passages. And I think, in these, passages. Passages meaning like these notes here. And I also think it's implying secret passages. I think I need to bring Stillwater to the secret passage. That would make sense. Because, like I said, there's no way they would design a puzzle this late game. Like, this has to be the final puzzle of the game. There's no way you discover it just by pulling a book. You probably need Stillwater in the secret passage. Now, do I still need it as an outer room? Well, we can test that. We have a secret passage today. We can go bring the Stillwater to the secret passage, and if nothing happens, oh god, if nothing happens, we need to, tomorrow, we need to coat check our watering can, which only has one use of water in it left. We need to get a shrine, get Blessing of the Monk the secret passage, and then get a coat check again to get our watering can to the secret passage in the outer room. Oh my god. If that's right, that's crazy. I'm quite impressed. Let's read it again, see if there's anything more. My dearest darling son, I'm quite impressed. I didn't expect you to make it this far. Yet if these words have reached your eyes, rest assured the end of the spiral is near. Stay vigilant and rose-wary, for the thorns we discover are twice as sharp at the conclusion of each of our journeys. Stay vigilant and rose-wary. So, stay vigilant, and rose wary, rose red, stay wary of the... Sorry, there's a tiny little gnat in this room. Stay wary of the red guard, rose wary, maybe that's what that means. For the thorns we discover are twice as sharp at the conclusion of each of our journeys. I think that just means the difficulties we encounter are more difficult as we get older, is I think what she's implying there. Stay vigilant and rose wary. For the thorns we discover... Okay, I'm also just going to look for roses. If we... Maybe there's like roses throughout the house that I am forgetting about. Okay, what did this book say? Oh boy. A hidden hue from prism pristine, 3 paths convene. Prism pristine, so a prism key. 3 paths convene. A hidden hue would mean like a hidden color. There's a hidden color. From prism pristine, 3 paths convene. Okay, so if we combine 3 colors, we get a new hidden hue. 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen. Yeah. 3 colors to count a sum of 18. A sum of 18. Orange is 5, red is 2, yellow is 3. But that only sums to 13. But the one left hidden remains to be seen. A hidden hue. Okay. This is making me think... A hidden hue from prism pristine. Okay, so I think this is somehow saying there's a way to use the prism key for a color that we're not used to having. I don't have a prism key, do I? No, I have a silver key. Ah, I need a prism key. A hidden hue from prism pristine. All right, first of all, I gotta screenshot these. Put these in our notes. Put that one in, and I'll put this one in. Because I'm sure these are just chock full of wordplay. So I'm thinking a prism key. Somehow there's a way. 3 paths convene, 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen. At the intersection of 3 of the lights, when you pick up a prism key, it shows all of the different colors. When 3 of those colors interact, we get a new color. 3 colors to count a sum of 18. The thing is, what other colors do we know that are associated with numbers other than yellow, orange, red? For banana, orange, apple. How would 3 colors sum to 18? I mean, on the prism key, you have yellow, orange, and red. Presumably you take red out because it's only 2. Yellow and orange makes 8. We'd need a color that means 10. How do I get a color that means 10? Or... Oh wait, I did the math wrong earlier. Oh, I did the math wrong earlier. Right. An apple, an orange, and a banana equals 8. 2 plus 3 plus 5 is 8. No. Oh my god, is 10. Sorry, I'm thinking ahead and then speaking. I need to slow down. 2 plus 3 plus 5 is 10. So when you add the 3 shades together, you get 10. A sum of 18 would be 10 and 8. So maybe we need key 8 and a prism key. But what do I do with that? From prism pristine, 3 paths convene. 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen. 3 colors to count, a sum of 18. But the one left hidden remains to be seen. I don't know. And why this? Why the 45 grid? Why the 5x9 grid? Why the 5x9 grid? Okay, I need to put down some of my thoughts. Here. Okay. Hidden hue. From... You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the thing I've done before, where I add in a table. A 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5 table. I did this once before with the castle puzzle. A hidden hue from prism pristine. 3 paths convene. 3 lines of light. 3 shades for scene. 3 colors to count. A sum of 18. But the one left hidden remains to be seen. I guess this is saying a hidden hue. Okay, a new color to use the prism key with. Indicates prism key where 3 colors intersect. That's the same as above. 3 colors to count, sum of 18. Yellow plus red plus orange equals 10. Plus 8 key equals 18, maybe. The one left hidden remains to be seen. I mean, the color has to be... hidden color has to be black, right? Unless it's blue. It has to be black or blue. Those are the only 2 colors not on a... Those are the only 2 colors not on a prism key. Why can't I get this up here? What the... Yeah, right there. Hello? Why don't you show up there? Okay. Now we'll also do one for this. Although this one doesn't need a table. This is just writing. This is just a whole bunch of writing. I want to write down my interpretation of this one as well. I'm going to just write the whole thing. Am I? No, I'm not going to write this whole thing. Lady or they impressed. Simon/Herbert made it this far. End of spiral is near. Stay vigilant and rose wary. We'll do these as individual thoughts. Honestly, half this game is just organizing your thoughts. Stay vigilant, not Rosemary, Rosewary. Look out for a red guard, maybe? Look out for roses is a pretty literal interpretation. The thorns we discover are twice as sharp at the conclusion of each of our journeys. Dangers are more dangerous the older you are, question mark, or the closer you get, or the closer you get to the truth, maybe? One final counts you. I leave you the waters of the west spring shall yet reveal more secrets than these mere passages. Okay. Waters of West Spring, likely referring to still water from Trading Post. Secrets and passages, likely referring to secret passage room. Maybe need as outer room. Okay. What else? I had so many plans, but not enough dreams. I don't know what that one means. I had so many plans, but not enough dreams. So many plans, but not enough dreams. That almost implies to me that we'll need to sleep for something. I had so many plans, but not enough dreams. Okay. This is crazy. There's so much to this. I'm overwhelmed. I should bring my watering can to the secret passage to see if there's something we can do with it. Unfortunately, it's already been opened, so I imagine we won't be able to do anything with it. Yeah. We're probably going to need it on another day, but that's okay. If it doesn't work, oh god, we're at 16 steps. If it doesn't work, we can coat check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 outside. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can get to the conference room where we'll have a bunch of fruit. And then we're good. Okay. Oh, we're barely gonna make it. Into you. No, into the showroom. And across to the foundation. Wow, I got so wrapped up in the puzzle that I'd forgotten about steps and stuff. That would have sucked if we lost this watering can. Because it's not easy. I mean, we did manage to do it in literally one try, but I don't think it's actually easy to get a watering can of still water. It is kind of crazy we got it done in one try, but I don't think it's supposed to be easy. Alright, down we go. Slow. Watch the upgrade you get at the very end of all of this is that after all of this, I get an upgrade that just makes animations faster. It's the final boss of the game, is just putting up with the animations for 150 hours. I hope other people are as frustrated with the animations as I am, and I'm not just complaining a whole bunch about something most people didn't give a shit about. But they drive me nuts. Cutting it real close. Yeah, I'm gonna use my still water for a gem there. Oh my god, can you imagine? One more. Wow, we are cutting it close. We're gonna make it by 2 steps. Yoink, 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 yoink. Okay, now we can check out the secret passage, and if it doesn't work, coat check it. From Prism Pristine, 3 paths convene. I mean, is there like a... Wait, I missed you upgrading your aquarium. Oh, you didn't watch, It was 2 streams ago, I think. Or maybe last stream. It was like kind of towards the end of a stream. We, traded a silver spoon or something in the trading post. Oh, if I have enough steps, I have enough steps. I should go try that. I traded a showroom item in the trading post and it gave me an upgrade disc, and I wanted to see if I could do it again. Yeah, and we chose Starfish Aquarium. So, is there a book that's like between yellow, red, and orange? It'd be the green or the purple one. Yellow, red, orange. You're kind of like a black book, are you? No? Is there a blue book? Yellow, or what was it? Stillwater Tints blank books. So, I mean, is there like a book in here that we can tint? Okay, either we aren't doing this right, or it has to be in an outer room. Honestly, this puzzle so far has been very, like, when you get it, you know you've gotten it. And I have a feeling it needs to be an outer room, because it always felt like the secret passage as an outer room was going to be something. What is the description of this? A small, dead-end room with an ordinary bookcase that exemplifies that the best means to escape the confinements of our world has always been through books. Yeah. It exemplifies the best means to escape the confinements of our world has always been through books. We need this in an outer room. There's something we can do with still water in the outer room, in the secret passage outer room, that is going to reveal the escape, an escape from a way to escape the confinements of our world. The confinements being, if we go through this secret passage and we find where our mother went, because the confinements of our world are the Red Guard, that'd be really cool. My guess, I thought there was going to be a blue or black book. This book looks kind of black. I'm imagining we still water that, because there's no blue book. Although all of the text she's written is in blue. Okay, we also really need to get a prism key. I have a feeling prism key is going to be something. Maybe a key 8 as well. Oh man, this is a crazy one. Okay, we're going to go coat check our watering can. It's still got 1 use of still water in it. Presumably the game will remember that. Presumably the game will remember that it's still water in there. Hopefully. Alright, and now we will go attempt to trade for a upgrade disc. Just see if we can repeat it that way. Although, I'm remembering now, maybe it... Okay, maybe this actually won't work, just because we bought one of our upgrade discs in the commissary, and that's never shown up again. So maybe this was just a one-time trade. Let's see. I think it has to be... Oh, okay. I'll trade an electromagnet for a prism key. And I was going to say, I think it has to be a... Oh. Oh, right. We're just going to get allowance tokens. I think it has to be showroom items. I don't think it can be just, like, crafted items or nice items. What happened there? That was a crazy bug. Silver spoon for running shoes. Moon pendant for running shoes. Okay, so it looks like we can just take... oh, you know what? I'm having deja vu. Maybe I knew this already. I think I can just take showroom items out here for allowance. Okay, well, we got a prism key, but unfortunately we can't draft anymore. Right? We can't draft anymore? No. Well, let's look at it. If you unlock a door with the prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you'll draw floor plans of the same color. For some reason, I remembered the prism key. Oh man, for some reason, I remembered the lights being like in direct lines coming out of the end. From prism pristine, 3 paths convene, 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen. 3 colors to count, a sum of 18. But the one left hidden remains to be seen. Okay, I have one other thought. Is another way we can associate numbers with colors is from the stamps. The stamps all had numbers on them. Stamp numbers. Nuance, orange, Morjai white. No, Corica orange. Nuance, green. Arch Aries yellow. Vera violet, they always say. Orinda black. Araja. Oh no. Araja. Crap. Araja violet. Oh no. What is Vera? I've forgotten what Vera was. Sigils. Vera. Pink. Pink. Okay, so pink isn't a room. But 18, I mean, green, yellow, violet. Green, yellow, and violet. Green, yellow, violet. What's in the middle is red. 3 hues converge or whatever. 3 lines of light, 3 shades unseen, 3 colors to count, a sum of 18. Oh, from prism pristine, 3 paths convene. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to keep this prism key. I'd love it if the moon pendant kept our prism key. Should we go try and lose some stuff in the lost and found? That might be dumb. I do need to end in a blue room. I just don't want the lost and found to take my scepter. I guess I don't care about the scepter so much anymore. The scepter is surprisingly not as useful as it once was. Let's go try and ditch some stuff in the lost and found and just see if we can increase our odds of keeping a prism key. We're really bordering on min-maxing here, but there goes the coin purse. Okay, it can take the scepter. That answers that question. Treasure map. Oh, I didn't even use the treasure map today. Sledgehammer. Key card. Alright, it's getting better. Coupon book. I know, just don't take... Oh, how long do I go? How far do I go for it to keep? I'll keep going. May as well. Metal detector. We're getting crazy good luck here. Ah, there goes the prism key. Heck. Alright, we'll stop here. Maybe the moon pendant keeps our silver spoon and lucky rabbit's foot. Don't actually have to end in a blue room because we lost our scepter. So, we're gonna call it here. And unfortunately, called the stream there as well. We got a lot done today. That was really cool. We made a ton of progress on what is a really hard puzzle. And I think we know what to do next, but I don't know. It's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Obtuse, if you will. All of this writing, all of this is pretty not straightforward. I think I have ideas for what to do, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So next time we play, our watering can is in our coat check. I'm gonna leave myself some notes for next time. Watering can is in coat check. Read notes in cryptograph tab for ideas. And here we have this and this. Yeah, okay. Watering can is in coat check with one use of still water, I believe. Alright. That's gonna be it today. That's where we're gonna call it. That was awesome. That was really awesome. These late game puzzles are freaking really intense. This is so many layers of puzzle. The idea that at the beginning of this game, we were trying to figure out how to get behind the VAC puzzle in the utility closet, you know? And now this. Or like how I thought it was impossible to get into the center of the cloister arena. And now this is what we're doing. Just different. These are just different games. But yeah, that's I was pretty hyped about that. That was a lot of fun. We'll call it there. We'll hopefully figure out what the heck is behind the secret passage after this, after next stream, which will be probably next Wednesday. And I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you in the next one. As my little outro screen's gonna say, streams Wednesdays at noon, occasionally Mondays, and new videos Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll catch you next time. Later.